Well, this is video number 3. I had to chuckle. I stopped. I took the other 2 off, and I looked at the first one, and I thought, oh, you can kind of see my hair. It looks really rough in the background. I just got out of bed. Anyway, I'm in my robe, and like I told you, I'm having my coffee, so this is, I think, my 3rd cup of coffee with you now. I need a warmer, too. Anyway, here we go. This is our box. This is the base of the box. Let's go to advance just so you can see it. Isn't that perfect? And layer 2, I went ahead and did the top of the box. And let's preview that also so you can see and see how perfect that is. And again, all I used is, just like I said, I did it identical to the base of the box, except this little tag here, or the side of my box top is only 1 inch. So I've got a 3-inch square box with a 1-inch overhang. Now, the one thing that I didn't tell you at the last video is it must be larger. Now, when I made mine, I cheated. I still stayed with the 3 inches, and my little cursor was at 3 inches, which is fine. That's the way it should be. But you can't stick a 3-inch lid on top of a 3-inch box because they'll just stack on top of each other. So I did the lazy man way. I mean, normally I would do a 3.20, and instead I just did the 3 inches. I did like 3 taps on this to make it larger, and as you can see, I have them sitting right on top of each other, and hopefully you can see that real close here. I did move the camera because I took it off. Okay, you can see that the one is sitting right on top of the other. You can see the box right underneath, and when you zoom in, let me get that right over, you can see the box underneath, and you can see that my lines, I've got plenty of room to make sure that that lid is going to go over it perfectly. Okay, now I've got that, and even I mean, it's going to fit absolute perfectly, so no problem there. We're all set on that. And what I want to do is I want to go back to layer number 1 because I want to make mine a window. It's Halloween time, and these are going to be given to my grandchildren, the ones here in Alabama. I send a gift card to the ones in Illinois, but the ones here in Alabama, I'm going to give them a little thing of treats inside here, of candy in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go get a pumpkin, and we can get the one, I mean, good grief, there's a ton of pumpkins. Mini Monsters was the quickest one to get here. So we'll just grab this little pumpkin on Mini Monsters. And of course my pumpkin's too big because it's 3 inches, so we'll just drop it down a little bit. Now I've got a 1-inch overhang, so you know, whatever you do, you got to make sure that that window is going to be plenty. And notice that it's got little lines in here, so I don't need those. So what I'm going to do is do my hide contour and just hide those 2 little lines. Okay, and I want my pumpkin wider because it's not taking up too much space. So I'm going to stretch him a little bit, take off that little link, and you know what? I have to laugh. I'm going to give Elizabeth at 217 Makeup Girl 217 a buzz or email her. Ever since I watched her video and she said what that was, I can't think of what that button is, and so I call it the little link thing. But the thing for making the exact, you know, taking off so you can do one size or the other. And I apologize. It's been like a mental block for a week and a half now. So I'm going to email her today because I can't stand it trying to remember that. But I'm going to make my width a little bit larger so that pumpkin is wider, because I like big pumpkins. In this way too, the children can see a little bit more candy. Now, isn't that cute? Now, you don't have to group it or anything because it's automatically going to cut that out. And not sure? Anytime you're not sure how something's going to cut, tap on the preview. and it's going to show you all the different cut lines, and that black means it's going to cut, and it's going to cut that little pumpkin out. And I've got a little room on the base, and you know what, I'm looking at that thinking, you know what, I should move that up just a tad more, because I'm going to put acetate in there and it's just not going to give it enough room. So let's tap that, grab that, and just move it up just a hair. There we go. Now it still leaves me enough room because my pumpkin is, oops, I think I moved that. No, I didn't. Okay. My pumpkin, I don't seem to be able to grab him. There we go. My pumpkin is 1.86. That'll make it perfect. Okay. He's ready to cut. I saved it. As you can see, I saved it, I think it's box 3, just meaning it had 3 inches. I wanted to know because I've got quite a few boxes. Now, whenever you're making the box, I want to give you one caution. You cannot make the box any larger than the paper. Therefore, figure it out. You're going to be stacking 3 high, 3 deep if you're going with a square. If you're going with a rectangle, just know where your dimensions are so that you can fit it into either that 12 by 12 or 12 by 24 mat so that it fits perfectly. One other thing, if I had done this on a different size mat, here I can change mat to a 24 by 12 and have them right next to each other, and that way I could just do it one cut. I'm going to my layer 2, I'm going to grab it, go back to layer 1, and I am going to paste it, move it over here, and look at that. I have it on 1. Now if I wanted to go back down, I am going to have it on my second layer, which I already do have. You can flip back and forth. A lot of times I like to use my 12 by 24 mat because it's so much easier to maneuver things around on this bigger mat than it is on the 12 by 12. You can move things off to the side. Now I'm going to be doing a cut here in a second, and I'm going to cut out this box and then hopefully put it together. I'm going to move this aside. I want you to see this paper. I got such yummy paper to do this with. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? This is design cut with a view. My stopwatch just went off. Design cut with a view. Look at that. And it just glimmers again. This is not glitter, but it's got some coating on it that makes it shimmer and shine. So that's going to be really cute for making the boxes with, isn't it? Anyway, next time you see this, hopefully you'll see a project, and be sure to link up your boxes. And we're going to make this a regular feature on Saturday. Just learning things on the Gypsy on Saturday. Just simple things that we just need to know our basics so that we can go into more complicated designs. And I'm always going to keep it simple, straight lines, and I'm really not even going to decorate them a lot. Thank you. Bye now.